Alright, so here is the guitar part for Wabash Cannonball. It's going to be in the key of D, so we're going to start off with our D chord, which is pointer finger on the G string, A fret, so the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, that's our D, and then middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, that is our F sharp. So when you strum all that together, it gives you a D chord. Now notice I didn't pluck the very top string. Try and aim for the A down, because an E isn't technically in a D chord. Alright, so the song's going to start off with that D, then it's going to switch down to a G. So your G chord is pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E, and then there's lots of different ways you can do it. I think this is the easiest. So pinky on 3rd fret of the high E, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, that's your B. So when you put all that together, it gives you a G chord. If that's hard for your fingers to do, you can also shift it to where you have your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then ring finger or pinky, either way, on the 3rd fret. So whatever makes it easier for you to get to it and make it sound nice and clean. Alright, so it starts on a D and goes to a G. After that, you're going to go to an A. So the A is the last chord you're going to use in this song. Has pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, middle finger 2nd fret of the G string, and ring finger 2nd fret of the B string. So that's our A chord. And these are all chords that you should be familiar with by now. So we're going to start off with 6 Ds and then 2 Gs. And we're going to give it that nice little 2, 3, 4. So strumming twice on each one. Here we go. Ready and D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to G. Then you're going to go to A. You're going to do the same kind of combination. So you're going to have 6 A's. Then you're going to go back to 2 D's. So A, ready, and A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D. Then it just repeats that, okay? Repeats that over and over again. So let's start at the very beginning. Ready, and D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to G, go to A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to G, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D, the B part same, D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to D, G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to G, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go to D. So your chord progression, real easy. Just loops through that 6 D's, 2 G's, 6 A's, 2 D's over and over. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the melody part now. And for this one, I think we're going to try something new. For most of the songs we've done so far, they've all been on the top or the high 3 strings. We're going to take this one down into our bass part, so our low range. We're going to start on our open A. That's the 5th one from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So that's our A. We're going to go A, then drop down to the open D string, D, then take our pointer finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the D. That's our E. Okay? So let's try that slowly on the open A. A, D, the E. Now take your ring finger and stretch all the way down to the 4th fret of the D string. That's our F sharp. So we have A, D, E, F. Now take your pointer finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the G string. That's our A. Okay, that's the A that we normally start our songs on. So you should be familiar with where that note is. Starting from the beginning, we did A, D, E, F, A. Let's try that together, starting on the low, open A. A, D, E, F, A. Now drop back down to the F sharp, and you're going to go F, E, F, E, D, B. So try that one more time with me. A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B. And the B, remember that it's in that G chord, it's the 2nd fret on the A string. Alright, now jumping up to the E. So that's our 2nd fret on the D string. You're going to go E, 2, 3, 4, F, E. So all I did was 4 E's, go to an F sharp and back to an E. E, 2, 3, 4, F, E. Then go to open D, and you're going to go D, C, D, C, B, A. Sounds like this. D, C, D, C, B, A. Let's try from the very beginning. Ready, and A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B, E, 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 F, E, D, C, D, C, B, A. Okay, now we're going into the 2nd part of the A. It repeats the first 3 lines again. So trying it from the very beginning, adding in the repeated 3 lines, sounds like this. A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B, E, 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 F, E, D, C, D, C, B, A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B, E, 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 F, E. Okay, so going to the very last line now. And something I'm not quite sure I mentioned before. On this A string, if you put your pointer finger down on the B, and then your ring finger down on the 4th fret, that's your C sharp. So whenever I said C, that's what I was talking about. Alright, so this last one is going to go D, C, A, B, C, D, D, C, A, B, C, D. And that happens at the very, very end. So the whole A part is just those first 3 lines, then then a D, C, D, C, B, A, then repeats those 3 lines again, and then D, C, A, B, C, D. So the first time you're going down to the A, then the second time you're going up to the D. So let's try the whole A part. Ready, and A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B, E, 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 F, E, D, C, D, C, B, A, D, E, F, A, F, E, F, E, D, B, E, 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 F, E, D, C, A, B, C, D. And that's the A part. I'm going to shift over to the B part now. So this is going to be pretty much the same as the A part. Everything's the same except for the first 2 lines. So instead of starting on our A, now we're going to jump up to that F sharp. Remember, that is the 4th fret on the open D. You're going to play 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to go to your E. That's on that same string. E, D, go to the B on the A string. And do it one more time. So 6 F's, E, D, B, B. Try that with me. Ready, and F 2 3 4 5 6 E D B B. All right, and then it jumps right back into the rest of the melody, starting on our E F E. Ready and E F E D C B A D E F A F E G B E F E D C A B C D. So I'm going to play through the whole B part for you real quick. F 2 3 4 5 6 E D B B E F E D C B A D E F A F E G B E F E D C A B C D. All right, so that is the whole song. Let's try playing through it real quick from the A part. Very beginning. Ready and A D E F A F E D B E F E D C B A D E F A F E D B E F E D C A B C D B part. F 2 3